What's up everybody, Ian and Yuan here talking about the pistol squat. So it's a great goal, something that we've helped a lot of people do. It's a very advanced move that involves the hip, the knee, the ankle, the spine. It's got a lot of moving parts that you need to have individual prerequisites for. So let's go ahead and show you one and talk over that. So as she goes down into it, we'll do one on each side. We really need a ton of knee forward or ankle dorsiflexion. We need your knee to be able to bend fully. So there's the knee. The knee actually rotates during this as well. And then your hips are gonna have to flex and extend, but even more so, have a ton of rotation there as well. So a couple of strategies for you to do pistol squats. First one is going to be an assisted pistol squat. The second one is going to be doing a nice slow come down into a bench. And then the third thing that we can do is actually put you on a slant board. So let's show you a few of those. First up, we have the bench setup. So really simple, 3 to 5 seconds down, slowly tap your butt, push through the middle of your foot and come up. This is just working on that initial part so that you can get really good at that initial part of slowly controlling the way down and then being strong on the way up. Obviously it can be a chair, it could be a bench, it could be anything. And also you can totally sit all the way down. Go ahead and do a rep where you sit all the way down instead of just tap. Good, so it kind of gives you that ability to rest and then come up. Don't use momentum and kind of jump up, but at the same time, this is a great regression for you to get your pistol squat. Again, we're not necessarily addressing the individual parts, but this is a great way to train that pattern and a good way to start it off. Another regression that we can use for our pistol squat is doing a heels elevated squat. So by taking your heels and elevating them, we're moving our center of mass back and we're also opening up the ankle. So you should have a little bit more room to get your knees to go over your toes. And we can just work on squats here. Goblet squat loaded makes a lot of sense because the pistol squat, although it does require a lot of mobility, it's absolutely a huge strength exercise as well. So simple squat, add the goblet. Those are your first two progressions on the slant board. Now, when she comes back up out of this one, now let's go single leg. So by taking the ankle out of the equation, a lot of people are gonna actually do really well with this, but then they're gonna train that very specific strength to come out of it, which is really hard. So this is a great kind of, it's almost more of a lateralization, but it really is a regression because it's a huge difference between flat ground and this. This slant board's a little high also. A lower one would be a little bit better, but whatever you have is whatever you had. Even if it's plates under the heels, that might work. So that's how we're gonna use the slant board to get you to your pistol squat. A great strategy for working towards your pistol squat is adding a little bit of assistance, taking away the balance component, but we're still getting that very specific pattern that we want with the single leg. So your heel is gonna stay really heavy. You can get even a little bit closer to it. There you go. And we're staying very heel heavy, letting that knee come forward. At first, because this is the regression, let's do like 3 or 4 more of them, you're gonna use as much as your leg as you can, but you're also having the ability to use your arms a little bit. You're supposed to use your arms a little bit. So get as much out of your hips as you can, but know that you're still able to use your arms a little bit because that's what the regression's for. If anyone is getting stopped at the ankle here, you could elevate your heels and that might help you. But again, what we're looking to do is get as specific to the pattern as we can. The other thing that's gonna happen with a lot of people, since this is a regression, is they're not gonna be able to get heel to butt like UN is. So show them about parallel and then come back up, but do one with your knee going forward more. Right there, and then come back up. So that's what most people are gonna look like. It's actually kind of hard just to stop there anyway, but that's what you're most likely gonna start off looking like, and then you'll work your way a little bit lower and lower as your hips and ankles and knees improve. So that's how we're gonna use that assistance for the pistol squat.